Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all feeling as good as you can be during this difficult time. Basically, I want to talk about if you're in isolation with somebody who has an eating disorder, or you maybe have an eating disorder yourself. So it's a really horrible time for everybody in the world, and our mental health is deteriorating as a country for a start, as a world as a whole. I'm going to talk about what you shouldn't say to people with eating disorders, especially at this moment in our lives where everything is intense. I think that's the best word to use. The first thing I'm going to go into and say is that I'm not an expert. I'm not someone who knows a lot about mental health. I'm someone who has come into the category of having mental health issues, of having issues with food, having eating disorders, and I am by no means here to give advice on a medical level, but I am here to talk openly about how I feel and how I feel that others may feel too. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is, please don't tell people during lockdown it's just food. This is universal. This is for people who have anorexia, for people who have binge eating disorder, for people who have bulimia. It's not just food. What you may see as someone maybe with no eating disorder is fuel for your body, and maybe you really like it, and that's cool. But as people who have a difficult time thinking about food, what we see as trouble, what we see as something that we may not want to get involved with, and making the wrong decision is a big deal. What I want you to imagine is, I'm going to ask you quick fire questions, and I start off with easy questions, and then I ask you to answer me in 5 seconds per question. Then all of a sudden I ask you what 99 times 99 add 43 add 67 is, and you just get that overwhelming feeling in your head and everything just starts buzzing and there's a noise. Like I personally find that when I get asked what I want for food, my head starts to make a buzzing sound, and it just panics me. To people who suffer with eating disorders, it's a really hard question, and I just want you to be a little bit more patient at the moment with the people that you're around, because not everyone's the same, and something that may stress you out may not stress them out. But at the moment, the hardest thing for us to answer is what we want, when we want it. It's something that we've just got to do in our own stride. And being stuck in a house with people is difficult again, because you've got to fit into schedules that aren't yours. You may be used to going and working from 9 till 5, so you have the reins from 9 till 5 of what you're doing, how you're eating. But then when you're at home and everyone else is eating at the same time and they're making family meals, you feel like you can't say, I can't eat that now, or I don't want to eat anything now. So the second thing I want you to remember is, saying to someone with an eating disorder, don't worry, just do what you want for now, and then when it's all over, we'll get back on track. It's lovely in one respect, and I've appreciated people saying that to me, and it is very much a switch in our heads that get turned on and turned off. I'm speaking mainly from a binge eating disorder standpoint, but like I said earlier, a lot of things are universal. When we are told not to worry about what we eat for a while until we're ready, all that means to us is let's go wild. And this is from a binge eating standpoint of, I can eat anything I want, when I want, however much of it I want, for as long as I want, until this is over. So telling someone eat what you want is lovely for you to say, because you're just thinking a little relieve our minds, but as a matter of fact, you want, it's just putting something on standby until you're ready to let it explode again, and then it just gets worse. Okay, so the third thing. Now, this is a really hard thing to go over, but please stop weighing yourselves. I do it every single morning. When I wake up, the first thing I think of is I need to go and weigh. It's torture. We need to stop torturing ourselves. Why are we checking the scales every day? The number's there. The number is there, even if we don't weigh. And I think the fact that we're constantly weighing ourselves, and I know so many of us are, is just a form of self-harm. It's just a form of mental abuse to ourselves, and it makes us feel like we're not good enough. It makes us feel, I don't know about you, but when I wake up in the morning and I go downstairs and I weigh and I put on £3, I'm with myself. I'll admit on here, I can put on weight very easy and I can take off weight very easily. Okay, I've seen myself putting on £15.5 in 1 week, and I've seen myself losing £17 in 1 week as well. When you're waking up in the mornings and the first thing you're doing is going to your weighing scale, I know that that sets the mood for the day. I know that the second you wake up, you're just anxious to find out that number. The second you weigh, that's it, when you decide how you're going to feel for that day. And when you get up and you instantly feel ashamed, it doesn't set a good standpoint for the day, does it? It doesn't make you feel good. And then the other issue is when you've lost, do you think, oh well, I can have a more relaxed day today? I'll be the first to admit that today I woke up, I went downstairs, I weighed myself, and I've lost, I'll be honest, I've lost £10 in 5 days. And the first thing I did was I ate a bag of Percy Pigs because I thought, well, I can now. This video isn't coming from somebody who is on track, because I'm somebody who struggles, okay? I'm just here to put out the facts and to just maybe even let people know that they're not on their own, because they're not. We're all there and we're all feeling this pressure. The fourth thing that I'm gonna say is when you wake up, okay, so the fourth thing I'm going to say is, if you're living with someone who suffers with an eating disorder and they are constantly going over their plan for the week, and what I mean by that is,
okay, so today I'm going to eat healthy, tomorrow I'm going to eat whatever I want, the day after that is when I'm going to start thinking about how I want to go.
This is just an example, okay? Please listen. Please just listen. And even if you don't care, pretend like you do. Because when someone's listening and they pretend like they're understanding, or even if they are understanding what you're saying, that means that it's locked in. And once we decide to lock things in, and we flick that switch, I'm referring to a switch that a lot of you I know are going to understand, then we're on track. But we need you to listen to us, and we need you to take note of what we're saying, because we want you to check on us. If I'm doing my diet on Wednesday and you see me pick up a sausage roll, please ask me, why are you eating that? Do you want it, or is it something you just film for boredom? Okay, so that brings us to the fifth point. And the fifth point is the hardest to actually put into words, okay? But to put it simply, please don't think that we're quitting. Please don't think that we're quitting all of our good work and our hard work and everything we've put into ourselves to get to the point where we are now. Even if you've only lost £1, or even if you've put on £2 and you know, it's different for everyone and everyone's eating disorders are different. So if you're at a point where you've been happy for a little while and you hear someone saying you're putting all that hard work now to nothing, you're just chucking in the bin, that destroys us as people. It is something that you'll think about for 4 seconds, then we'll walk away and we'll just feel it for the rest of the day. There's a place, a time and a way to say things. And this is a point where I'm going to mention communication. Communication is absolutely everything. This is something that myself and Simon, my partner, talk about on a daily basis. As people, we have words, and we have our own form of communication with different people around us. Words that I use to Simon could possibly be the wrong words for you, and you may think, oh my god, you can't say that to your partner. But what I'm trying to say here is, use your words well, choose your words well, and make sure that what you're saying is the right thing to say to someone who's suffering at the moment, because everyone kind of is. And I just want to say that if you were struggling and you're feeling low at the moment when it comes to food, you're really not on your own. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was a bit of a deep one, but I hope you're all coping as well as you can be in this difficult time. And remember, never let anyone dull your sparkle.